Well, totally awesome fishing time again. This is a little short film just to get you interested in shark fishing. How to rig up a shark bait. Okay, I've got my mackerel rigged up this way. Now I'm going to show you this. I've gone in, I'm going to take it apart so you can see exactly how I've done it. But this is what I do. I like to use a whole bait and then split the back of the tail. So I've cut it there, I've made a split there just to let a bit more smell come out. That's a little bit of fresh blood go in the water. And also when it's moving up and down like this, in the waves, this is flapping and pulsing. Sort of gives the impression that it's alive, you know, it's got that effect in the water when it rises and falls in the waves and the swell. So put your hook through just once, right through the front of the bait, through both jaws. Pop it out like this, and then I put it in here, I slide it out, but the most important thing is I've split down there, just there. Now putting a cut in there with the point of the knife, I can bend the hook over, the point sticks right up like this, and then I just pull the trace tight. Now that does two things. That pulls the hook point way up here so it's proud, but also it's pinching the jaws shut. So if you're drifting fast, the bait doesn't go round and round and round and spin. It's still straight. I've got my steel trace there, that's 800 pounds. Pretty heavy stuff obviously. I don't intend losing anything. There's a 4-0 Barclay swivel there, and I crimped on here 400 pound monofilament leader, which is what we call a rubbing trace, because a blue shark can roll up a trace, and if he gets to your main line, the rough skin's going to bust it. So you want what we call either a rubbing leader or a rubbing trace there. So 4 feet of wire, 5 feet of wire, and then maybe 6, 8, 10 feet of heavy mono. So I'm going to put this one in the water, and I'll give you another tip in a minute. Now this one I haven't got any float on at all. I'm just letting it sink down. You may be able to see from the rod top, the fish going down through the water, sinking deep, and I'm right by the bag. The bag's just here. See the bag? It's right close. Now that's the strongest concentration of scent right by this bag. And I've caught a lot of sharks. A lot of the other guys have got them out on balloons about 40-50 yards away, but sometimes a shark will come right up to the boat, and the strongest smell is right where you can see it. And my trace has no balloon, no weight, it's just hanging there right in his face. So fingers crossed we might get a shark on the inside rod as well.
Yeah, the bow rod's just gone off. We were pulling a fish in down at the stern, about to get tagging and stuff. Bow rod starts screaming out, and we're on to another one here. 5 minutes later.
That's about 8 sharks in an hour, I think. They got what, about 60-70 pounds. I didn't get the chance to film it. They such a panic. A Chinese fire drill was tagged and it's back in. See if we can get this one. Come on, get up. It's that bow rod again I told you about. This is about number... Oh! Judge for yourself, that's a good one. It's about our 11th or 12th shark one now. Oh! I just put two fresh bags out. One on the bow, one in the middle. And it seems to have made a difference. We've had 2 shark ones within 5 minutes. But this one doesn't feel a bad fish either. The thing with braid is you don't have to go too crazy on the fish, because there's no stretch in it whatsoever, absolutely no stretch. Ooh. This is a feisty one. Oh, he didn't like the extra pressure. If you use short pumps on the sharks, or any fish, you can sometimes keep their head moving towards you. Another benefit, if you're up the front of the boat, the guys are fishing down the back. If they get a shark, I'm up here fighting the fish, got my own little dining area up here. I'm out of the way, nice and quiet. Nice and quiet, really enjoying myself, and hopefully no tangles. I'm going to start pressuring this fish now. Well, listen, there's some action there, catching sharks with bait, fishing very close to the boat. You can go a little bit further if you want, no bait at all, a trout fly rod, a salmon reel, not a big saltwater fly outfit, and not using bait on the hook. Yeah. Jesus. I've got a blue shark on a fly rod. I don't know whether you can see the bend, I don't know how long it's going to last, but I've definitely got a blue shark on a fly rod. We haven't bloody went for it. We haven't got totally lost some luck. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's burning my name. Oh. There. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh. It's going down. Oh. Oh. It stopped. I've got to get myself a new belly button. Oh. Whew. Mama. Now I'll tell you what I have got, because I got burnt on that first smoke out run. I've got a fingerless yachting leather glove, so I can, feel line going through, but more important, because this is a direct drive salmon reel, I can palm the spool. I've got no other way of applying. Oh, my glove's going to catch fire. That is exactly what that glove's for. It's got to take off again in a minute. It's going to go. Oh, look at the reel. Oh no. Oh, madness. It's got to be done though, it's got to be done. Right, I'm going to start to work this fish, because I'm worried with their rough hides it's going to roll up my rubbing leader of 100 £. There's a shark, I'll tell you what, that's a big shark for a fly rod. Let me just shoot that. Oh, it's coming. There he is.
And it isn't if we can get this fish up to show you, you'll see exactly how big it is.
Whew, mama.
What a day.
Maximum sport. And I don't know what we're going to do with it now, because it's right there. Guys, my forearm is absolutely killing me. There's a salmon fly reel that's got this shark, which is a 50 £, blue shark. I don't know if you can see that fly. That's one of the flies I tied up many years ago for blue shark, and I've got an egg sink on the front of that as well. So that's what's left of my very, very much chewed up fly. But I put 2 pieces of marabou. You might be able to see it there. And that gives it a bit of movement when you twitch it through the water, those pieces of marabou. But anyway, It's been done on Totally Awesome Fishing with a fly rod, blue shark, on our own, no guides, just a Totally Awesome crew. And this is what we got. It's already tagged, we're ready to get it straight back in the water in one go. And the tag's up by the dorsal. Whew, I am cream crackered. Shark number 11, caught on a trout reservoir fly rod outfit. That is totally awesome. You don't want another shark, do you, Wayne?
One more, go
okay,
on.
one more. Okay, you know how I was saying it totally awesome. Oh, are we going home yet? Nah. Oh, God, that's every bit of 50, that one. Every bit of 50 pounds. Oh, what a crackerjack fish. What a crackerjack. Go on, my boy. Go and tell your father what happened to you today.
Under the boat and
Away.